Hello and welcome. It is the 18th day of May 2019. It is a Saturday. A couple very weird topics, although the first one does have to do with market trading. The second one is totally off topic to to content that I normally do create. So the first one will be Uber, as they recently had an IPO, initial price offering, and I'm really curious because I don't use the whole stop loss trading game, and the author didn't really talk about the reward strategy on risk reward management. Oh, he talked about risk management. And that video is entitled The Bull Case for Uber on CNBC television May 17th, which is yesterday. All right, and this was yesterday, so it didn't matter what time frame in you were at this. I am just curious to well, okay, why? If you watch the video, and I don't recommend it too much, other than unless it's got some sort of enjoyment, other than this, other like within it, whatever. This level at 40, that's where he mentions to put a stop below. So number wasn't named, and I would say high 39s or whatever, but it was just a stop below 40. That is a weird place. And again, I don't play the stop loss game. Obviously, it's a short-term trade if all you're doing. I'm using the hourly time frame, and that totally deems such an event. Again, this just started. Fibonacci retracement. It opened. It got up to a high of 45. It opened at. They said, at least on the show. And then we have this low here in at 36.63. So I want to calculate two Fibonacci numbers, one from the 45 and this low, and one from the 30 this low and this high. And from the high of 44, the key numbers come in at 40.81 and 38.94, and they'd be pretty close to the wrong way of calculating Fibonacci because when it's not too tight, and it's only 20%, but it's at that stage even starting to become noticeable of volatility. But if we have numbers at say 38.94, is a 50%. That's about a 61%, and this is 40.81. Well, first of all, as 40.81 shown, that's a decent pierce below. I kind of think maybe the uh, the top numbers there. But I really wish CNBC would focus on investing strategies like risk reward management, talk about multiple situations. Okay, so be it, you stop there. And the reason why is always nice to know, but what is the reward? Where are you looking to sell? At what stages? At what situations? Okay, so 45 on the high now. So 39.27, 41.37. So let's just see the 41.37 mark. That's pretty much where it hit, right on, like 41.28. That's a pierce below. So therefore, to me, I would think that if you were going to stop, it should be like higher than this, and that's what I would be thinking. That to me is just a weird place. But the next key Fibonacci number is 39.27. And obviously, we've seen how this one mathematically has worked out and trying to compare two lows. Again, things you've seen all day because we were looking at this high and this high. Two highs you've seen within the day, and the low, of course, that has been seen for, many trading hours before then. So a 39.27, why would that just is a weird place, I think, to stop. I think, if anything, maybe, like, if you're playing tight, maybe like 38. Maybe 38, 37 if you're doing it on that level. I don't. I just don't have much of an idea to the reason why. Off topic subject, and this is scary, especially because the improvements I think are very easily going to be achieved in probably the near future. I'm going to tell you the two things I thought of what made it did sound fake, which is one of it's just because of its phenomenability. Let's go to what it is. This is a search for Joe Rogan, and the video that I'm looking for is not shown on page one. And I'm kind of surprised because if it may be because I would have figured 1 day ago, 2 days ago, that Joe Rogan would have replied to such a huge, huge thing. And I'm sure he's been aware of this for quite some time. This video here from a week ago, 717,239,000 views, entitled Real Talk. We recreated Joe Rogan's voice using artificial intelligence. I'm going to give you my review, other than the fact that it's scary, because damn, it's good. But there are two things that I was unable to see and such. Although one case it was pretty good, which is where it gets scary. Two things I was unable to see. One wasn't to serve a purpose. One was to be able to talk about conversations on the fly automated, and to be able to have the automated intelligence to be able to do such. Where again, you're listening like you would be on a phone or on a radio, and it sounds legit. And one of the problems that I have is that it sounds way too good. Humans don't speak that damn good. We may speak good, and there's great speaking individuals out there, and Joe Rogan's pretty damn good. But you almost have to intentionally make like the you have to have those kinds of moments in speech of imperfect speech. That's what I'm referring to, and I think AI would be able to do that, which would then make it even more difficult to assume the case, because we've gotten the day and age where if you got a photo of something, you don't know how much has been photoshopped, as they stated, edited, or not real. And now we're adding audio into the mix. It used to be back in the day when a great character of the past, or a great would pass away, like the old Scooby Doo and Mickey Mouse, whatever type of characters, that somebody else would have to do it. Well, technically, if you create a voice, you could have computers do it forever, in eternity, that is. But it is something of the way, of course, this world, technology taking over. This is, again, one aspect within it. The voice sounds very good, but there were a couple moments in speech where it was like, oh my god, that sounds so like non-computerized, so real, like a part of imperfect speech, a couple small variances of it. And just to prove you could do it, now you can do perfect tongue twisters and all this among it. And that's just to show you can do it, which is also done in this particular video. Thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a great day. Bye bye.